In the 1979 classic, Apocalypse Now, the fourth best movie ever made, the archetypal warmonger and aptly named character, Colonel Kilgore, masterfully portrayed by Robert Duvall, professes his love for the smell of napalm in the morning. People love that quote, but my favorite part isn't the napalm bit, it's the bit that follows. Kilgore longingly looks into the middle distance and ruefully notes, "Someday this war is going to end." I suppose as a lifelong student of politics, I should share Kilgore's desire for a never-ending campaign. I must confess, I can't wait for this thing to be over. Mercifully, it soon will be. I really love public policy and really enjoy arguing over the best way to accomplish what we as Americans all want. Better lives for all of us, a secure country, a prosperous economy. Sadly, our public discourse has become especially inharmonious. We seem incapable of honest disagreements these days. Well, here's hoping we can become more understanding and respectful of our differences, that we can appreciate nuance in policy solutions. We can have debates without impugning one another's motives or personalities. Till then, we'll play the cards we're dealt. In 2020, Democrats seem to be sitting on ace-king suited, but it's rarely smart to bet over your head before the flop. Unless you're Nancy Pelosi. Actually, she seems to be holding pocket aces and has a full boat before the river. She's literally playing with house money at this point. Apologies for further flogging this metaphor. But Chuck Schumer should keep his cards close to his vest because the Senate really does seem to be a toss-up. And there's no bigger card sharp at the table than Mitch McConnell. If you look at the RealClearPolitics.com polling averages and award the toss-up states to the candidate on top, no matter how small the margin, Democrats very likely will control the Senate. However, toss-ups are toss-ups for a reason, so the Senate can really go either way. The degenerate gamblers in the prediction markets seem fairly confident in a Biden victory. In fact, if you do the same exercise for toss-up states as we used for the Senate, Biden should eclipse 300 electoral votes. However, Trump still has a couple of paths to 270 electoral votes he needs to win. Joe Biden has an 8-lane superhighway, and Kamala Harris is riding shotgun so they can ride in the HOV lane doing 90. Please note, this is not a prediction. There could be a cop somewhere on an overpass shooting radar, but I'm not alone here in so aggressively hedging my bets, and with good reason. Hillary Clinton's electoral map looked pretty similar, and Trump was a dead man walking Monday, November 7th, 2016. Hopefully you saw my younger, thinner, smarter, and seriouser buddy Ian Reynolds' video early in this week. Ian talked about the possibilities for a contested election. And with all the mail-in voting and varying state rules and deadline extensions, it's important to realize that election night is likely not the end of this seemingly never-ending story. There will be at least 3 days of vote counting after the polls close. Specifically, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. These swing states won't even start counting votes before Election Day. And there's so many mail-in ballots to be counted. Americans have already cast more than half the total number of votes that were cast in the 2016 election. Both parties have massive legal operations mobilized to contest anything that doesn't go their way. That's okay, that's their job. There's nothing nefarious about it. These parties exist to win elections. We're hopeful that we'll know who won everything by our November 10th post-election wrap-up online event. Go to naed.org/post-election to register. Look, if there are still any loose ends by that time, there's no better way for you to make sense of what's actually happening than by joining our panel of experts to put everything into perspective. You've got everybody telling you to go vote this year. Hell, my rental car company spammed me yesterday demanding that I go vote. Apparently, a bunch of celebrities dressed up like chickens and did a Zoom meeting telling us plebs to go vote. I don't know what that's all about because who cares? It's weird. We've been telling you how important it is to vote for 20 years. Now all of a sudden, Hollywood and corporate America run to the front of the parade, and you all go vote. Maybe I should have worn a chicken suit. You don't need me to tell you to vote, but I'll do it anyway. like hope, the thing without feathers. Go vote. Thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting NAED.